Paramshanti to all the divine souls. Our salutations to our beloved Bapuji and Brahmama. Welcome to the Day 3 course of Behad Gyan. Day 3, we will cover the following topics: Kali Yuga, time cycle on Earth, 14 lokas of our solar system, types of dissolution, what is the current time on Earth, when will souls get liberated, difference in time on Earth and higher dimensions, why is there a need to awaken the 33 crore Devi Devtas? When you realize this knowledge, your intellect becomes subtle. Our scriptures have mentioned about the 7 lokas above and below in our solar system. The soul journeys through different dimensions after death, which cannot be imagined or understood by living in this physical world. Today, we will understand the elements that these dimensions are composed of and who lives in each of them, and how does the time in each of these dimensions work. Since the 5 elements in this physical world have become so heavy, our thinking and understanding capacity has also become zero or nil. Why is the thinking and understanding capacity of the soul become nil? Since the 5 gross elements have become heavy, our intellect has also become narrow-minded and limited. Now, when you have to take the supreme subtle knowledge in your intellect, you must connect your soul with the divine. Awaken your true divine self and the recording in your soul. It's our humble request to all the viewers to have an open mind while listening to the knowledge given by Bapuji. It is very important to know what is the present time that our earth is going through. We all know that this is the era of Kali Yuga, where the Tamu quality is prevalent. Some say that Kali Yuga is almost coming to an end, while some say that there are many more years left for it to come to an end. As per our scriptures, the age of Kali Yuga is 4,28,000 years, out of which 5,118 years have already passed and 4,22,882 years are still left. When we have a look at everything that's happening around us, the 5 elements of nature have become polluted. People have several kinds of diseases, wars, poverty, mental illness, and so much hatred between religions. Do you think this world can run for the next remaining years left in Kali Yuga? Even if we think of the next 5 years, we are sure to get scared, even imagining how the world would be. Even though there's a huge advancement in science and technology, but the souls have lost their power. The only hope for humanity is godly knowledge given by Almighty Authority that can help every soul uplift themselves, realize their true self and their Creator, and charge their souls. During the end of Dwapar Yuga, Lord Krishna had said that the knowledge I am giving will be very helpful to the people in Kali Yuga, or the age of darkness. The quality of elements in every yuga or epoch were different. A soul always comes in the cycle of depleted soul power. Let us understand what is meant by Kal Chakra. Kal has different meanings. Kal means time, speed, and power. We will come to know later how time, speed, and power are connected to each other. Now we shall understand Kal Chakra in terms of time. Time cycle in different dimensions is different. On Earth, the time cycle can be divided into 4 epochs, also called yugas. The 4 yugas are Satyug, which is the golden age, the age of which is 17,28,000 years. Treta Yuga, which is the silver age, the age of which is 12,96,000 years. Dwapar Yuga, or the copper age, the age of which is 8,64,000 years. And Kali Yuga, or the Iron Age, the age of which is 4,32,000 years. These 4 yugas make up one Chaturyuga, which is in total 43,20,000 human years. The age of our solar system is Lord Brahma's 100 years. A soul is able to break free from the time cycle of our solar system when he is able to go beyond the time of our solar system. Now let us understand speed. Everything that is present in this creation is run by a divine force and is constantly in motion. Everything that we see is changeable and constantly running in a speed. Everything that we see in this creation is active. The mind and intellect runs at different speeds. To understand the time cycle, we need to first understand the different types of dissolution. The first one is daily dissolution, also called Nitya Pralay. Example, every day someone or the other is facing death. Once a soul takes birth on earth, they come to the cycle of birth and death. Once the 4 yugas or 1 Chatur Yuga, that is 43,20,000 human years, gets over, Ardh Pralay or partial dissolution takes place, wherein all the Tamu Pradhan or the weak souls will get diluted and the good souls will be able to go to the higher dimensions. 71 times Chaturyug makes up 1 Manvantar. When 1 Manvantar, that is 308.5 million years, gets over, Pralay or dissolution takes place. This is carried out by Lord Vishnu through Jal Pralay or dissolution through water. During this dissolution, the time of Manu and Satrupa, that is, the seed of male and female creation, gets over. All of the creation on earth gets over. In Markandeya Puran, it's clearly mentioned that the duration of Lord Indra is 71 Chaturyuga, which is 1 Manvantar. In one day of Brahma, 14 Manu Satrupa, 14 Indras, 14 Trinity gods, and many more change. One day of Brahma is 1000 Chaturyuga, which is also equal to 14 Manvantar. When one day of Brahma, that is 4.32 billion years, gets over, Kalpa Pralay occurs, during which Lord Vishnu, through the extreme temperature equivalent to combined power of 12 suns, creates the fire of dissolution and destroys the 3 worlds or the lokas, that is the Bhu, Bhur and Swarglok. During this time, the Devi Devtas living in the Swarglok also get dissolved. Therefore, the age of the Devi Devtas residing in heaven or Swarglok is 1 day of Brahma. 1 day of Devi Devtas is equal to 1 year on earth. Often we hear people wanting to go to heaven after their death. But did you know that heaven is just a place where you can reap your fruits of your good karma? Once the accounts of your good karmas gets over, then you will be put back on earth. There is no knowledge of one's true self or of God, in other words, of Brahma Gyan, given in heaven. Even the Devi Devtas in heaven long to get human birth, to get the supreme knowledge, transform themselves, perform a karma, and liberate themselves from this cycle of birth and death. Now, Brahma's 1 second is equal to 1 lakh years on earth. Brahma's age is 100 years, which is the age of our solar system and is also the age of the creator of the solar system, who is Shiv. Brahma's age of 100 years can be divided into 2 halves, each called as Pararth, having 50 years each. Now, as per Hindu calculations of time, second Pararth is in progress. It is the first day of the second Pararth. In the first day, it is the 7th Manvantar. In the 7th Manvantar, it is the 28th Yugantar. Presently on earth, it is Kalyug of 28th Yugantar. Now, already 5,118 years of Kalyug has been elapsed. If we estimate the time elapsed till date since beginning of our solar system, then it will be around 155.5 trillion, 20 billion, 1,918 million years. Mahashiv is the creator of one galaxy. Inside one galaxy, there are billions of solar systems. Mahashiv's 1 second is equal to 100 years of Brahma. When the age of solar system, that is Brahma's or Shiv's 100 years, which is equal to 310.04 trillion years, gets over, then Mahakalpa Pralay occurs. In Mahakalpa Pralay, Lord Shiv enters into the sun of the Brahmand and creates tremendous fire called Kalagni, which engulfs whole creation of Brahmand inside it. Whole Brahmand or the solar system, including the 14 lokas, dissolve, and all the souls created by Shiv are dissolved in the extreme fire of Shiv. Bapuji says, there are many souls on earth who have come from different galaxies, universes, and various other creations above. These souls have really high power in their souls. When they come to know that Mahakalpa Pralay is about to happen, they immediately put efforts and rise to the above dimensions. Now, Param Mahashiv is the creator of one universe. Inside one universe, there are billions of galaxies. Param Mahashiv's 1 second is equal to Mahashiv's 100 years. It's mentioned in the scriptures that in every second of Mahashiv, infinite number of solar systems get created and destroyed. Mahashiv becomes Mahakal, creates tremendous fire and absorbs infinite solar systems into itself. All solar systems or Brahmand dissolve, so all the creations of Shiv and Mahashiv end in this pralay. We recommend you to read a book called Anant Koti Brahmando Ka Mahakal Pralay, where different types of dissolution is mentioned. This book also talks about Atyantik Pralay, also called Moksha. This means when a soul gets the knowledge of his true self, that is Atma, and his creator, that is Paramatma, puts efforts in becoming like Paramatma, he is slowly able to go beyond the different layers that covers his soul, which is the subtle body, causal body, supracausal body, and supreme supracausal body, finally gets the body of Param light, where no mind and intellect is present, which is called as Kevalya Avastha. In this state, the soul merges with the Creator, thus attaining moksha. Moksha means to get merged with your Creator. Now, let's understand the different lokas that are present in our solar system. There are 7 lokas above and 7 lokas below the earth. Bhulok or the earth plane is Mrityulok, where souls have bodies made of 5 elements. To understand the dimensions above the earth plane, we need supreme knowledge. Let's talk about the lokas above the earth. Bhuvarlok is also called Pitrulok, mentioned in the scriptures. It lies between the sun and the earth and is the land of the departed ancestors. From here up till the Brahmapuri is the subtle world. Sacred rituals called Shraddh are carried out after death of a person, in which offerings are made to the departed soul residing in Pitrulok. Unfortunately, currently, the souls, due to lack of soul power, are not able to go to Pitrulok, due to which they keep wandering around in the earth's atmosphere. Just like how there are many groups divided on the basis of different religions and ideologies on earth, there are different golas or groups in Bhuvarlok as well. So good souls in their groups put efforts to go to the higher dimensions, while the rest are in the state of ignorance and try to fulfill their desires and latent tendencies and create a disturbance for others. That is why it is said that the subtle world runs the physical world. Whatever unnatural that happens in the physical world, like wars, natural calamities, supernatural activities, are all done by the souls in the subtle world. The third loka is heaven and or Swarglok. Souls who have performed only good karma get to bear fruits by getting a place in heaven. Here, the souls have subtle bodies. Souls here are mostly bogi. They only eat, sleep and drink. Very few are yogi, who put efforts in knowing thyself and try to go upwards. If on earth there is maya or illusion, on Swarg there is Mahamaya or much bigger illusion, but in the subtle form, that is in the 3 elemental form, much greater than that on the earth. Once the good karmic accounts of a soul comes to an end, the souls are sent back to earth. As one progresses upwards, the atmosphere is pure and lighter, since the elements become lighter. When one does penance by taking supreme light from the Almighty, the Vayu or the air element in the soul decreases, while the Akash or the ether element in the soul increases. Also by putting efforts, the soul which was Tamo Pradhan becomes Rajo, and from Rajo becomes Sato Pradhan. The next lok is Mahadlok, inhabited by saints, rishis and spiritual souls. Here, the male and the female souls are in soul-conscious state, live in a friendly manner, and meditate together. As we progress towards the higher dimensions, the elements become subtler. Next comes the Janlok. Jan means people. Here, the noble souls lead a life of a householder, similar to that of life on earth, and have children, but they do not indulge in any form of enjoyment. Great spiritual leaders reside here, and for the upliftment of mankind, they come on earth. One can find many religious institutions like temples, mosques, churches, and landscapes similar to that on earth, like villages, cities, hills, rivers, etc. A day in Janlok is equal to 100 years on earth. Next comes Taplok. Tapa means penance. This realm is inhabited by pure and enlightened beings who do intense spiritual practice and are only focused on their own spiritual advancement. A day in Taplok is 10,000 years on earth. Next comes Satyalok. Here one must note that Brahmapuri and Satyalok are not the same. Brahma created Saptarishis, who in turn created Farishtas or angels. These angels started to use their soul power to create more of their kind, resulting in the creation of Devi Devtas. The 33 crore fallen Devi Devtas became human beings. It is important to awaken them by giving them knowledge and to make them aware of their current time so that such powerful souls can help in spreading the vibrations of peace and help in transforming the world. After Brahmapuri comes Vishnupuri, which is also called Vaikunt, where the combination is 50% Param Tattvas and 50% Tattvas. Combination of elements is important to note as we go to the higher dimensions because we acquire the body based on the dimension we are in. For example, when we go to the causal world, we get the causal body. Sinful actions on earth plane lead to the downfall of the soul, leading them to go to the lower worlds like Atal, Vital, Sutal, Rasatal, Mahatal, and finally to the 55 crore hells known as Narak or Pathal. It is very important to understand the difference in time in different dimensions, which in scientific terms is referred to as time dilation. Passage of time slows down between two events of occurrence at higher speeds. Time on earth runs really fast. In the Puranas, an incident of Balram marrying the beautiful princess Revati, who along with her father had spent only 19.53 minutes in Brahmalok, and by the time they had returned back on earth, 27 Chaturyugas had already passed by. Here, one must understand how the three meanings of Kal, that is time, space, speed and power, are interconnected. Greater the power in a soul, faster the speed with which it can travel towards upper dimensions and time. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such thought-provoking content. Stay curious and keep exploring. Paramshanti.
बेहद की परम शांति सोचो बोलो परम शांति.
Join us daily for our morning live meditation, Monday to Saturday, 5:30 to 6:30 a.m.
Join us daily for live meditation, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on YouTube Live. Subscribe now. Website www.paramshanti.org. Email us anant@paramshanti.org. Like, share, subscribe. Join today.
बेहद की परम शांति सोचो.